Okay, I'm back. Let's get ourselves going here. Okay. I'm alive. There we go. Alright. Anyway, yeah, found that laying around. I was like, yeah, you know what? Listen to some of that. Friend of the show, Sawako, mentioned an album because Miriant is closing down. Tuesday? Closing down on Tuesday. So I was taking recommendations for CDs to find, and I didn't know that there was a Xenogears Celtic Arrange album. So, you know, that was neat. Fun thing to learn. Alright, now I just gotta find this in Steam, because I... Alright. Well, yeah, Myriad's shutting down, so if there's anything you want from there, I'd recommend checking them out. They're a pretty decent collection of, like, game files. Myriant. Myrient. Myriant. They're basically a, like, game file hosting. They have all kinds of, like, retro games and all kinds of disc ISOs and stuff. Including music. So, if there's any music discs you're looking for, they only have them in bin and queue, so they're actually in just, like, basically just, like, uncompressed ISOs. So, it also means you probably have to write the metadata yourself if you decide to extract them into anything usable. So, thing to keep in mind. But yeah, they have some stuff in there, and someone pointed out the Xenogears album, and I was like, oh, huh. And so that's quite good. I like the Lahan, which is the Village Pride remix. That one's quite good, and I really enjoy the ending bit of it. Is just like somebody just sat around and like recorded the inside of like a restaurant. You can hear like dishes clanging and just people chatting. Good. The Melkava or Merkava track is quite good as well. Anyway, let me turn the light on quick. Sit in the dark here. So D-Lit in Wonder Labyrinth, record of Lodos 4. If you remember when I did Blade Chimera, this is the game that came out before Blade Chimera. They also did a Toho as well. Toho Metroidvania. I don't have that one. I am not a Toho person, or at least I'm not logged into it in the same way. If there's a Toho game I'm going to pick up, it's going to be the SMT1 clone. Because there is, of course, a Toho clone. I think it's actually, that game is actually officially the first, like, Toho fan game, I think, to get, like, an official, like, console release, which is interesting. I'm remembering my factoids correct about that one. But yeah, D-Lit and Wonder Labyrinth, it was out in, like, early access for forever. And they put it out, and I finally got my hands on it along with Blade Chimera at the same point because I was in a big like vendor for Metroidvanias. And yeah, this game's neat. I enjoy it. It comes with the baggage of being Record of Lodoss War, which, if you aren't familiar with Record of Lodoss War, which I stopped playing the game and watched the 13 episode OVA from the 80s. So in the in-between, just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, and yeah, it tells you who all of the characters are. But that's kind of about it. Record of Lodoss War is there's a Japanese D&D derivative. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Swords and Magic or something. It's a little bit bland in title. It's supposedly a bit better than D&D, but not as instantly engageable. And somebody wrote their campaign in as a series of books, and those books were about the Parn and DIWL. You can tell some of these characters are original character do not steal kind of energy to them. But honestly, beyond the characterization, that there's not much of anything to worry about too much for missing out here. All you need to know is that besides the dragons, like, all of these characters are people that DIWL met in the 13 episode OVA. And I know it is based on the OVA and not the books because they include a character that is only in the OVAs and not in the books. So it is based on the anime. Which also got a 29 episode expansion that I never watched. So, there you go. We will be starting in just slot 3, because that's just easier to separate. Right, I beat the game, so I have the hard mode stuff. 1 HP, spirit level fixed to 1. No thank you. I'm not that good at video game. Yeah, again, these are basically the same as like Blade Chimera. Although all weapons at the start is a neat modifier. I like that. That's an interesting one. Those are fun mode options. But we're not going to worry about them. Do a nice clean playthrough here. Oh, hey, sir. There were once 6 brave souls who gathered in the great lands of Lodoss. They fought against evil and brought back peace to Lodoss. The only woman among them fell in love with the one of the brave souls and swore her eternal love. Eternal, and their love continued to grow as the years passed. Cold wind blows on. A single bird flies against that wind. Congratulations, they summarized the 13 episode OVA. It doesn't mention that like half of the cast are dead by the end of the OVA, so that's a thing to keep in mind. Wind rattles the branches of the trees. Her name is DIWL. He awakens. Age 1. I must have fallen asleep. Where am I? It's familiar, but I don't know this place. Have a look around. Also, this game is extremely Symphony of the Night, so yeah. This is like the one really interesting thing here. So they keep the dice in as like, you know, because it's a D&D derivative. So yeah, there's a D6s in here. They just represent like resistances. They just tell you how good an element is at doing a thing. But hey, that's a cute bit of flavor, if nothing else. I forget if there's anything to the right. But yeah, the anime, I don't know. It's neat if you're looking for a bit of fluff to sit through for a little bit. Wow, inferior already. But yeah, there's not much to engage with. Why not start with I don't start with one. I don't know since I've watched any anime really. I started getting back and watching some anime recently. Once I watched the first episode of Steel Ballroom with my roommates. Nice. Alright, don't have the ability to go through here yet. I endorse any JoJo's. Steel Ball Run comes with my typical warning of if you don't like fingernail damage, I don't advise it, but you know. But yeah, I kind of fell off for a while there and kind of started picking it up again recently. I watched the season release through of May I Ask One Final Thing, which is just peak like trash anime. It's very good. If I can't sell you on like an 8-word description of it, I don't know what will. Which is just like lady punches rich people really hard. It's so good. It knows exactly what it wants to do. Alright, so welcome to half of the primary mechanic of this game. Well, while hovering, you can change directions, but you can hold and help. Stealth in a place like this. Help me, old friend. So, you can now move around a little bit if you hold the button. May I ask one final thing? Something like that. Lady in a red dress, you'll be able to recognize it. It's quite good. May I ask one final thing? Yeah, that's it. There you go. I watched that. That is very dumb fun. It's not... nothing to take too seriously, but it is dumb fun. It's everyone's cartoonishly rich villains get punched in the face. It's, again, not more complicated than that. It knows where its bread is buttered, and I enjoyed that for that fact. Pardon. It's not even like shonen, it's just JoJo. Hey there. No, you're Carla. Lost, are you, High Elf? I know what you desire. You wish to follow after that knight, yes? If you wish to be together with your knight, then swear your loyalty to me. Swear your loyalty to me. Swear it on your very soul, and your wish shall be granted. Loyalty to you? No way. Out of my way. You fool, had you sworn loyalty to me, you would avoid further trials. Alright then. Soon, one more lost soul shall arrive. Let's see which of you has their wish granted first. Carla being one of the villains of the story. The original story. I've been watching that. I've been watching, Sentenced to be a Hero. It's pretty good. It seems like it's gonna be another, like, terrible, edgy anime, and it's actually pretty good. And the Trigun remake, because I was curious about that. Bet. Right, I don't actually have access to slide. I kept trying to slide. That was it. And I don't have slide yet. So now I'm almost dead. These are warps. Yeah. Alright, congratulations, you can drown just like in the other video game. Live. There we go. Weak to cold iron, also very hot iron. That's just hot. It's not even iron, it's just hot. There it is, item gap. Salamander, Spirit of Flame. Salamander Flame is at your command. Alright, so you can push the button to switch between Salamander and Sylph. Attacks of the same attribute of that spirit controlled will be absorbed. Absorbing an attack will restore your MP. Alright, now we have access to leveling. You can increase your spirit level up to 3 times, using the cubes obtained from defeating enemies. Getting hit will cause your spirit level to decrease. When controlling Sylph, fire cubes appear, and when using Salamander, wind cubes appear. Alright, so basically, when you level up, each time you go up, you do more damage of that element type. Also, when you hit level 3, it regens your health. Salamander, will you help me? That's strange. This flame doesn't burn the forest. Knife. Strange. I don't normally use this, yet it feels so light. Not really a knife. More of a machete. But alright. So now the hot walls won't, like, murder us instantly. That's a repeat sound effects from Blade Chimera. Blade Chimera repeats a lot of these sound effects. I mean, it's the same engine and everything, but... It's a locked door. Knife, yeah, it's very like the F2 description of a knife. Alright. So welcome to strips of meat. These just kind of show up in places, you stab them for cubes. And suddenly the stream title might make more sense. Because get used to hearing level 3. It's gonna be a common thing. Anyway, welcome to the bow. Bows use MP, but they don't have ammo, so it's just MP, and you can switch it around. Arrows bounce off of metal walls. A good bow will turn the game inside out. Since at a certain point it is basically free. There is one puzzle I hate later. Yeah, this game enjoys bow puzzles. Right, this is the weird one. I think it's... Yeah, this is one of those ARG ones. You can tell it's supposed to have a QR code. I think you just scan? You do something. I think it's... Oh, wait, it might be like... number of times. This is one of my complaints of the game, is that there are a few, like, QR code nonsense things. Yeah, there we go. I'm doing the right thing. There we go. Soul Cruncher. Soul Cruncher any good? A joke item unrelated to the Soul Crusher. That was one of those things driving me mad because of the map completion. Deal with that in a minute. The Allium Biden. Double-bladed spear used by the hero Allium. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the leak. Oh yeah, rejuiced. Dead wet. Unfortunately, I do too. Alright, welcome to the Magics. Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is really handy in a couple situations. It is not my favorite, though. Hey, the, like, one or two people that survived the original story. Blaine, so this is where you were. You seem troubled. But where am I? Feels familiar, but I don't know where it is. Do you really want to know the answer? Take one step back and look closely, and it will make itself apparent. Return to where you belong. Where I belong. You of all people should know this. Now, I'll take my leave. Bye, Slane. Alright, we have the magics. Don't have a way to jump yet, so we need to go up. Complete Warrior. So he solved the puzzle. The Badmans have shown up. do appreciate my pokey stick. Even if it is a simple root vegetable. Okay. Actually, it's not a root vegetable because it's an alien, but still. Alright, so we have another teleport. Lizard man. Very resistant to fire. There we go. There's a Record of Lotus World game on the Dreamcast. Have you played it? I haven't. I just remembered seeing the list. Yeah, I've seen it before. I have not played it. My brother picked up a Dreamcast like years ago, like 2020, 2019-ish. He bought 3 games for it, so that's all I have on the Dreamcast. I have the JoJo fighting game, Evolution 1 and 2, and Enmu 1? But yeah, I actually did see that there was a Record of Lodoss War game recently-ish, like, within the last 2 weeks. Point. I did learn that that existed. I don't know what kind of game it is, though. Yep. I'll just... Oh, I see you. What? Yep, right. Spiritual Magic Undine. Alright. Oh, we can now do a new spell. You can do wet damage now. Sure that wasn't breakable or anything. Very strong. Build bow. Weaker but faster. I'll get that. Do that. That is a thing that I definitely remember having a bad time trying to do. Not accidentally hit the magic button. I think it's actually, like, the initial button config for this game was kind of bad. I remember having to redo the config for this. I don't remember what the exact initial layout was. There's an unbreakable wall. Yep. Worry about you later. Is more MP. Cool. I'll take more juice. Yep. Don't have the mobility grade to get up there. Alright. In fact, don't have to pick a fight with the troll. You can just do something else. I will get to it later, but there is an interesting thing to keep in mind about the map design in this game. There we go. I was actually tempted to do a replay of Mark of the Ninja. It has in fact been a minute since I streamed that. Alright. I had another idea in mind, but I couldn't figure out how to get the controller to work, so dropped it. Abram, wanderer of the labyrinth, you shall realize your own foolishness. Foolishness, what is? Don't need fancy movement, just... Okay, I'm making a decent turnaround there. Full crystal ball. What it's used for is unknown. I now have ball. We should... And yeah, I will say this is like the one like Metroidvania game that I actually like the like following silhouette. Because it helps you more quickly visually identify which attack mode you're in. Murder door. Really appreciates murder door. Fighting. Alright. So, Sylph gets to hold A to go up. Salamander gets Cool Dive. You get your slide kick, and then you now have Hot Slide Kick, which she launches off the ground a little bit, and then continues to slide. During that little, like, flop off the ground, that does give you iframes, like a substantive number of them. So you can just dive kick through, like, hacks and stuff. It is very neat. Yeah, I don't have a physical copy of Symphony of the Night. I keep doing that. That is one of the reasons I haven't streamed it. Need the yellow key to get further down there. Oh, wait, I think I missed... Yeah, did I? Is the orb preview the blue? Trying to remember buttons. Shaft Edition, expensive. I got super lucky. They only get like 65. Yeah, that is very lucky. Considering it is one of the most well-known like PlayStation games, period. So, it does not surprise me. Kim! You're alive! So glad to see you. If adventure is what you seek, I will entrust you the seed. What do you mean? If adventure is what you seek... Alright, so we can buy stuff from Kim. Healing potion. Alright, so... the Atomic, the Dragon Buster, the Big Bow, Dragon Fang, the Carbon Compound. Yeah. I'm not gonna be getting all of the item completion. I got like most of it on my regular save. Goblin Club, don't need... You only hold one of an item anyway, so... If it dropped from enemies, then I'm just gonna sell it, probably. If I don't have a use for it. What was going on there? Alright, so... Need 500... But what I want to buy is that carbon. Or the compound. For the most part, the bows are always going to be worth buying over the swords. Alright, so I can get through blue doors now. Something. Sorry about that. It was a bug. I see it just sitting there, and I wasn't sure if it was when it was a problem or just like a fly or something. It has sort of started to warm up, so. Alright, so I don't have up, so I can't get there. I can go left or right. I guess we'll just go leftways for now. I forgot this was... Yeah, I can't go high enough. Yeah, I can just go up and around, that's fine. Just get home. Oh. Don't need you jumping at me. Alright. Being thorough about walls. Walls are just a suggestion most of the time. Yeah, walls. What are your suggestions? As anyone who's played a Sonic game will know. Yes, you do have to be very particular about where you're hitting, because those things are basically physics. The chain adheres to the physics of the object. It's frustrating. Alright. It's just physics, yeah, exactly. How do you chain wrap around something? Warren. Oh, hi. Welcome to the anime-only character. A dark elf? What a surprise to think that there are others. I'm the one who's surprised. You must be Puritus, right? Don't you call me by that name. If you're just a test for me, then I'll have to eliminate you. Wait, I don't want to fight you. Even if you have no reason to fight me, I have reason to fight you. Anyway, welcome to the Virgil fight. It is really just fun, like, movement design on her part. Even if it can suck to fight later on. So strong, but I've gotten what I need. Oh, that's the orb. We shall meet again. Oh, okay. Stole the orb and ran off. Alright, cool. As one does. Stage 2. Also, they never translated the stage graphic riddles. Whoops. The zebra is 1 point weaker, but fairly fast. Do not have the green key. Oh, hi, just clip through the door. Cool. Yeah, I have no idea what the orb does. She's there prepared us to steal it. Alright, find the juice. Bird, green door. Oh, you're just immune to fire damage. Little wisps are pain in the neck. Alright. Okay, right. Okay, so worth noting that I'm immune to lava while I have the hot on, but I am not immune to drowning. These are important facts to put together. Aegis bow. Only weaker, much faster. Speed is important. Need to come back here. This is important, but not right now. Well. There we go. I'll check out what that bow does in a minute. The Raven, slightly a little slower, but but stronger. Okay. It's fine. But green door. Let's travel. This is the other important one. Green door. Wanted to check what was upstairs first. Alright. What should we do down here? Yes. At least got a bird bow for our troubles. Zebra's doing me some solids here. Hello, centipede. Making me think of Muramasa. Hey, more health. Alright, arrowheads are made from a high-grade steel. They're manifested by magic, and are attracted to magnetic forces. Meet the magnet. Magnets will plague your ass pretty badly at certain points. Survival knife. More damage. Alright. Less range. Speaking of, go. This game does interesting stuff. Like, you can see why, as I said, I feel like this would be a fun stream. Oh, you dropped a sword. Arcana. Weaker than what I'm using, but also faster. Wow, okay. Hey, here we are. This is important, but I might need to come back here in a minute. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I think I need to come back. It is important, though. That is, generally speaking, my favorite spell. Hey Kim, that's where you are. You've come quite a long way down. You won't be able to go back, you know. I don't remember the way. That's not what I mean. I'll entrust you with a new seed of adventure. If adventure is what you seek. So yeah, each time you go to the new area, he's got new stuff in the shop, which kind of invalidates the previous. Ooh, liner would be what I'm going for now. No, speed on the left, attack on the right. Gotcha. Alright. What's that? Luke, Ifrit. What are the King of Spirits doing here? Why so surprised, daughter of the forest? The spirit of the wind is free, exerting one's will over the world. That is the spirit's true desire. If you fear the future, then cast away your dreams and be free. Past haunts you, then burn your memories to ash. The music you seek to play graces not your ears. Eradicate your foolish thoughts here and now. Direction. He's still gonna just sit in the fight even though he just lost. Cool guy. Gotcha. There we go. Yeah, this game is very Ikaruga in nature. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Double jump. Alright, that should open some things. Oop. Ito. Ah, I wondered who it could be. So, where is this place? Do you know how to get out of here? It's not like you to show weakness. But there's nothing wrong with feeling fear. Fear? That isn't exactly fear. No, you are afraid. Try to avert your eyes from reality and fear. You simply have yet to realize it. What are you talking about? Alright. This is probably gonna be my mainstay spell, like the rest of the game. It's just that good. So, meet rocks. For 15 NP, I can summon rocks. Rocks are fancy because A, they do earth damage, and not a lot of things resist earth damage. But also, they are neat because they can still hit ghosts. Like, magic just works on ghost enemies, regardless of what kind of position they're in. So, you can do yourself some real favors by just having fire rock button. I think double jump is locking me off from over there on the left. arrows. They give up eventually. You can only handle being stabbed so many times. I'll let you do that. Well, so those pixies are extremely Toho. I can't be the only one seeing that. Nope. Okay. I saw you blink. Or don't blink. Right. There we go. That turns on the green doors. Alright. Increase in attacks, slightly slower speed, and a possibly sharp sashimi knife. Use to instantly slice giant fish in two. Ooh, dude. Come on, game. Can I puff an item? No. It's the last time we saved. On the way out from the boss fight. Yeah. Alright, cool. Didn't expect to get flung around like that. Alright. Work our way back over there. Oh, right, I still need to re-grab Rock Throw. Ugh. Game isn't generally too punishing, but does happen on occasion. Also very easy to forget to use healing item because it is attached to the spell base and not the other thing. least slightly less if I go back in. Oh, well, the weapon I didn't get before. Energy seems to be a little more favorable this time. Let's Kobold Axe. Slightly stronger, so this thing. I prefer the... Makana has slightly better reach. I need to remember to be more aggressive with the magic. It does go a long way. Especially because they're just like infinite energy generators right next door. Go. Faster and more damaging. Going over this way. There. Means I can now explore upstairs and... First though, I'm gonna go here. This is gonna be like a common spot because it's like the only one that's room adjacent to a save point. Makes it an easy place to visit if you need to save on the quick. That trick isn't... Yeah, Hattrick fires 3 arrows at once. Woodchuck. Hey, Bede. Have you escaped? Here's this place. This is a gambling den. Gambling's the best way to quickly drum up military funds. Gambling. You never learn, do you? You won't regret trying it. If you ever feel like gambling, let me know. Bede. What's the rules? Okay. Just guess the right dice number. Shazah, god of fortune, smile upon you. So, yeah, because there's a save right there, you can just save Scumness. Not my favorite in the world, but it's something if you want it. Let's see the last game that you have. Alright. Weak damage up, which implies the existence of a hot damage up. That's the gambling. You can take the teleporter over and access a few of those spots. Alright, let's go do that quick and then we'll progress. Oh, let's head out this way. And go... down to the right. Pretty sure it's not attached to this room. Nope. Imp Spear. Much like in Symphony of the Night, everything explodes. Even Deedla's walk cycle is like just like copying Alucard's. Okay, here. Okay, so I need the red switch to get there. Sacrificed all range for Stabber. select that, and that base. Okay. Only thing left to be the up and over. Spot. As ever, I am terrible at navigating. When in doubt, just gun it down. Our flames have been increased. Checking something. Okay, I guess it comes in from the top down there now. Okay. Just wanted to be thorough. I just keep saving up this points until I'm kind of fine with what I have. I'm entirely honest. That's lost progress. Steel door. We'll just drown. Just die. Just skip go. Just immediately to die. You drown. Carla, this unending battle. I know you're behind all this. I warned you about the trials you'd face. The history of Lodos is a history of war. People scream holy oaths while murdering one another. Soon all will be forgotten, leaving only death and destruction. Is that not so, immortal high hell? Shooting Star is one of the villains in the OVA. Though they don't ever actually talk. Look upon me with fear, not fear but surprise. How hated I must be, elf girl. Hear me, lament your fate, weep in agony. The hopelessness of your vow, and confront me. Wait, no intention of fighting you. Attack me, elf girl. I will not hide nor run. There we go. Dragon is scary, but yeah, the only thing that's actually scary about it is the green. Which, yeah, you can get around. Also, yeah, you don't have to be in the defensive. While it's barking fire on you, you can in fact just hit it with rocks. I told you it was my favorite spell. Just hit things with rocks. It just works. Alright. To the area with the really annoying enemies. Also, that is part of the music, by the way. Like that. It sounds kind of like a synthetic dragon sound. And that's just part of the music. That isn't like a thing that exists in the backdrop or something. Yeah. This way. Save. I think Freya Harpy has an interesting item drop. Oh yeah, since we have the upgrade, the spirit will just shoot at things for me. I also stumbled up here on accident and forgot this was up here. This was not intentional. Alright, use the power of the sprite to make your body invisible, confusing enemies. So this will let you kind of slip past some more annoying spots in the game. For the most part, though, shooting rocks at things is my preferred MO. But invis is handy on occasion. Hit him get. Soul key. Very JoJo-ass soul, but alright. Soul of the Thief opens a locked door. Take the free rejuice. Yeah, we'll take more health. Or MP. Contrary to Bloodstained, where red is HP and blue is MP. That's fine. Yellow open, but that just leads back around here. So I can go that way. I'd like to save first. Right, can't go through there. Gotta go back to the beginning. I enjoy the sprite work in this game so much. Like, everything looks great. Nice little visual splendor. It whips. Food. Boomerang. Damage up. Think about melee weapons. They don't care about terrain. They just keep going. Yeah, you suddenly seeing like I have problems with this one. These guys are annoying, they only manifest if you're not facing them. Rocks don't care. Okay, can't get in there yet. Kind of finesse that line perfectly. Okay. We're up. I appear to have been poisoned. DIWL. Lesser Dragon is immune to fire. These guys are a little silly looking. yellow open. Weird Zolbard Zolbers. Alright. So, that opens that room there, that room there. Alright. Back down to the left. Or I can go right down and then to the left. It's all about similar length. So I should switch to the hat trick at this point. I'm not doing finesse work here. Like, the hat trick will fall off, it is in fact really useful though. As long as you get the preamp on, it's not too bad. I will say this game does generally feel quite good to play, which isn't terribly surprising, considering, you know, I've played Chimera. I can just blast cast at these guys. This is one of the energy walls. I think I can just... 32. Anything on the Raven here? Also, other reason to use the Raven right now. Oh, I can. Alright. The Aminomaka. I can afford. I forget, is the Funny Thing buyable? No, it doesn't look like it. It's also a thing. Skeleton drops. That's 91. Yeah, I'm getting more out of it. I'm not go bow. Phew! Rock's doing me a favor here. Full key. Solo craftsman. Open the lock door. I understand your wishes. You seek to revive Ashram, correct? Yes, and I will do anything to achieve this. I swear your loyalty to me. I swear your loyalty to me and your very soul. I swear on my very soul my loyalty to Carla the Grey Witch. Like a certain someone, you understand what is important. I accept your pledge. Take this magic sword. Here's a weird knife. Okay, fulfill your mission. Love is sometimes cruel, Marfa, goddess of creation. You are unable to live without love, yet you're continually confused by it. Here's a knife and a weird orb. I'm sure things are going very well. And will not be concerning in any way. That's what I think it is? Yeah. King Kashu. So you were here. So you were. You seem quite lost. Have you found what you seek? Found what I seek? King Kashu, if you would be so kind as to help me. Forgive me, elf girl, but I cannot leave this place. However, there is bow training area down its path, should you continue on your journey. Training area will prove useful. Bow training area. Alright, I'll check it out. Goddamn magnets. Right, all the boards for a bonus. Let me try that one more time. Rank G. Yeah, there is a... I believe the game gives you the best bow in the game. Second best bow in the game, if you complete that. But I am not that dexterous. Getting some stank in here. Carla. Here is the realm of the demon god. Let us question your resolve. Resolve? What do you fight? You fight for those who have been lost, and I will tell you this, give up, for it is futile. You're not getting away, Carla. Darkness inside you, just like hers. How interesting. Now let's have some fun. I'm gonna show you something interesting. Enjoy! At least I'm getting healed while it's happening. Flawless, a character who is not in the anime. Go. Gotcha. Moderately used to whenever you fight Carla, there's always going to be a second phase. Soul Key. I need to remember... I am bad at remembering that you have iframes on dodge. Or hot blood. Yeah, the soundtrack for this game goes pretty hard most of the time. Oh no, oh no. Mistakes were made. Nope. Ugh. Things. How am I hitting it wrong? Come on, game. Yeah. Oh. Pain in my neck. Alright, fast travel. Let's get around now. Not that it matters. Playing the rocks at the bad man anyway. I will solve that room in a minute. I have 4 keys. Nope, I'm doing that right now. Ow, what? How did I get rid of that? I see it, but I can't get up there. Right. The spooky dark bats. Alright. There we go. There. That's the last key. Soul key of the priest. I think Shade Bow is dark damage. Guaranteed to be dark. Yeah, always does dark damage. Element bows are worth keeping. Hat Trick is worth keeping. But otherwise, you're pretty much just filling out completion. Right, I need to go... Where is it? Who dares descend to the depths of the abyss? If that is your wish, I shall happily oblige. Do a big, like, crystal, like... More health. Take that. Teleporter, but keep hitting like B after that on like X. Yet another lost one. Welcome, Carla. Let's settle this here and now. To settle this would be the break of equilibrium. It is not a new beginning, but the beginning of the end. Do you force everyone to fight for eternity? Do you think this continual war is justified if it maintains equilibrium? Not justice, but truth. Only death and destruction lies past the dream of the Knights of Lodos. The Knight of Lodos, no. You cannot insult Parm's dream like that. Both justice and love shatter before the rough seas of truth. Do you not know this? Nonsense. Unfortunately, the spirits act independently of being alive or not. You insist on ignoring the truth, and just as you wish, fall in darkness for all eternity. What lies down that path? Are you even aware? Yeah, seriously, just ignore the ads. Just fling rocks at them. That's all you need to do. Wolves don't need my attention. I can just fire rocks at them. Page 4. Health. Killed. Valkyrie's got good stuff. This like F-Zero music going on here. The Minotaur. It's very weak to wet damage. Magician. Alright, the Magician is also good. Hi. Well, it shoots 5 arrows at once. This can be very handy for some, like, switches and stuff. I do hope I get something a little more reliable on the boomerang soon. Darn. Oh. Well, that's what the knife was for. What are you? The soul crystal ball and the blood of the Knight of Lodos. I have what I need. Now, the ceremony itself remains. Once the ceremony is complete, the memory of the Knight of Lodos shall be wiped from history. Atrum shall return. Bye. Very unhandy for others, yeah, as demonstrated. Darn. We'll never let you get away with this. Anyway, Arn's just dead now. Oh look, there's a goblin where his corpse is. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing to think about. like 16 times 5. Yeah, I'm still getting more out of this bow. Yeah, I'm getting a lot more. Fortunately. This will be on the test. I hope the Valkyrie drops something, because I think she has a light element buff. I think she drops the light element buff. Drops an elemental something. Which is really useful for like a boss. Oh, right, I'm out of juice. Scorpion. Okay, there we go. Windstrunk. I'll take more Windstrunk. Ability to breathe underwater. Alright, there we go. Speaking of. Okay. Go. Master mode. There, your fireballs are hitting the inner part of the wall. Okay. Can I get up there? Cool. I can get... Let's go down that way. Okay. That's a teal door, but... Go. Spirit magic, shade. Summons a shade. I don't remember if shade is any good. Neat. Okay, it's dark type damage, so if we need a dark type damage against a boss or something, we have it. At least there's a couple foes that are weak to it, so. That opens that. Need the teal to get into that area. There's a green door I never really followed up on. I should go do that. Yeah, we're missing something over here, so let's go figure that out. Up and to the left. Here's our spongy. You can believe it. Alright, I'll take more health. With a little extra drip here. I'm gonna get myself in trouble with that. I don't think there's anywhere I need to get in. Go here. It's a little closer to that one at the bottom. I think so let's go that up. One day I'll have a different weapon than the boomerang. Spirit magic, windstorm. Summons high spirit Jin. Generates a tornado. Honestly, rangy melee weapons not really bothering. Isn't so much my necessary because bow does most of the work. But yeah, tornado does pretty good in the first. It's just very expensive, so I kind of don't really bother with it much. You also have to like point it at things and stuff like that, and I don't want to do that. That takes time. I can just fire rocks. Yeah, I know, right? Making effort for things. Nah, that's honestly the cost. 50 is a lot of MP. And you have a bow to fire. Right. Whoops. Oh. Then we hit the save nearby. Damn. Nope. Oh, come on. Power of magnet. Alright. Let's save, fast travel. Oh, is this gonna give me the... This is either big movement or purple key. Nurse, the Black Dragon. Little one lost in darkness. You continue to burn with rage. Rage, yes, that's right. If you stand in my way, I will not go easy on you. Revenge, to renounce freedom bound by dark emotions. Even for a spirit, foolishness is foolishness. What? Gaze upon your own truth, pathetic spirit. Or is it pointless to expect this from one imprisoned by their own soul? Shut up, Nars. I know my own truth better than anyone. Is the one fight where this thing's better. Pretty close. Yep. Yeah, ours isn't that much trouble. Anyway, let's go back to rocks. Okay, red switch. Okay, it was red switch. Ah, the mechanical. Finally, a weapon that goes faster and also does damage, more damage. Good. We can go get the red door there now, so let's go do that. Gotta get all the goodies. How this works. Alright, level up my dribble. I haven't gotten the next move. Oh. Right, as soon as I get a sword, here is the improved version of the boomerang. I'm sure it can now. We are now the truest of ninjas. Since these have the same fire rate as a sword, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable using them. Because that was kind of the problem with the boomerang, was it was a little sluggish. I can't get up to there. I can get whatever's up here, though. Theoretically. Yeah, let's go grab this. Alright, red door. Look at the statues, though. Alright, the guitar. And purple door. Guitar is weaker but faster. Faster to go down. Yeah. I'm gonna head over here, just fill in that room, I think. Yeah, I found the spikes. I landed right into them, just for Zior. That. Yep. Too many fireballs. Alright. Right. That is... room I can't do anything about yet. Alright, up and over. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna take that. Push the wind. You down. Mechanical bow. Is that significantly weaker? Alright, for better firing rate. Come on. Freaking. It's kind of not worth it. I remember the Almanaka bow being absolutely worth buying. Poison works like it does. It's Symphony of the Night, so it does half damage. Forsyth. Even slower, but you get range. It's something. Up there. Alright. But I put down like that, but okay, sure. Oh, hiking. Yeah, because it's not boss room yet. I should have potions on hand. Same thing, but fast. The Emperor. Used by Emperor, whoever that is. It's me. That's a bunch of Emperors. Alright. Take the Stormbow, though. Same thing, but just faster. More juice, please and thank you. Teleporter, we take those. Alright. Incoming. Let's wait. This might be, I think, one of the rougher ones. This is a familiar scene if you've seen the ending, the last episode of the OVA anime, yeah. This is a very distinct chamber. Prepare yourself, Dark Elf. I realize for the first time how difficult it is to control oneself. I shall fight you to soothe this burning rage. Is it not you who said there was no reason to fight, High Elf? Shut up. Shut up and die. Not gonna hit me with the Bowl Twister. Oh yeah, when I said it was going to be on the test, I meant it. Once we get bodied on accident. I had a much easier time with this fight this time. I had a lot of difficulty with this one last time. The end of everything. No, it begins here. Now, my life from... Corbin the Bloody Knife. mushroom is the lead knight to the evil emperor in the story, who inevitably becomes the final boss. Where am I? Gotta make sure that's equipped so you can get this. Alright, meet the heritage. Too big. Yeah, the weapon's just like this. Damage. I don't even have to... Okay, we can fight these things later, but not now. Especially not with, like, the weakest thing in the game. Darn, everyone. What's going on? Something's wrong. My head hurts. Head. Weird. Alright. Oh, we're alive. What was that? Just a dream? Or was it? Anyway, we can now swing this thing properly. Agents 5. I'm gonna head back to make sure I'm saved. I think they can drop cool stuff, but I'm not trying that at 5 damage for an enemy with like 3,000 health. Oh yeah, I forgot. Griffins fucking hate rocks. Another reason to like rocks. Room appears to be an exit point or something. Alright, go back down. I think that door stays open. Spirit. We're up to too hot, too windy. Magic sword and homing bow. I forgot what magic sword does. Metal sword steals your enemy's MP and makes it yours. I'm getting 2 per hit. That's not bad, but I'm doing better on regen, so yeah, I'm just getting more out of the heritage at that point. Yeah, my homing bow is nice. Weird to hit enemies like this thing. Nope, I do not have the thing to get up there yet. Well, that's worth saving either way. Purple door. The gnome. Gnome, as you might guess, drops a earth element weapon. That can be worth the grind. This thing's so silly. Thing also drops something. Oh, spider. Best imitator. Look how it's not mimic. I mean, it is mimic, so. That's neat. Must have just put the storm back on. Speed matters. Wait, can I get it? Oh. Wow, I got that a lot easier this time. More health. I have the grass bow. Nice. Is this also like I lack the fun upgrade to get there. I think that's just gonna be bothering once I get the upgrade. Priorities then. Alright. So alright. Got a good eye. I am Beld. What's your name? I'm DIWL. I'm sorry, but I don't have time for formalities, Emperor Beld. Emperor? Nice. If that's what Lodos wants, I'll take the position. How about it? You wanna lend me a hand? No, you're not one whom I can entrust my safety. The man you love, he's dead, right? Nothing in this world lasts forever. Love, dreams, all of it dies when cut by my blade. Neither love nor dreams can be cut by a sword. Love lies in one's heart, and dream lies in one's soul. If one were to be cut down, everything ends with them. Same is true for me. If I die, all me ends here. No, Belt. Even if you were to die, your love, your dreams, they are not simply extinguished. You're really funny. If my story is to be true, then it shall be told by my sword. He is the evil emperor in the story, yeah. Getting Crenoned out here. Big sword does the trick. Even death won't kill a dream. Be held down by such things, I withdraw my request. Like, the way out. It's kind of rude. Oh, hi again. Dragon. A substantive upgrade for double the cash I have on hand. I can sell that. Don't need that anymore. I'm not doing a all items collection in this one, so I'll just kind of get rid of crap I don't need at this point. Keep the hat trick, because that's an interesting one. Heritage is funny. Probably save my cash for... What's it called? Oh hey, training done. I should probably save my cash for the next instance again. There it is. Windstorm. Big double jump. Who goes there? Spiritus. No, hey, but you killed me yourself, right? Seems you don't understand just how this world works. How it works. In this world, even if you kill someone, you cannot erase their existence. Death holds no meaning in this world. That's why you came here. You've experienced for yourself that death is meaningless, have you not? It means Parn isn't dead? That depends on your own consciousness. I've already overcome my test and fulfilled my goal. However, it seems your test still continues. You mean... I no longer have any reason to fight you. Your test is you yourself. Once you accept this and prepare yourself, your test will continue forever. It makes no sense for me to test myself. This world is what I wanted? When you have a nightmare, are you able to wake yourself up of your own volition? What do you mean? You're quite slow, aren't you? Well, obviously you'd be slower than I, High Elf. If you want to live with the one you love, you must prepare yourself immediately. Prepare myself? That holds no meaning in this world. What do you mean? Okay, this fucking puzzle. This one. Alright. So you gotta... And also... Yeah, this one sucks. Probably the worst one. Do not like it. You might be able to shenanigans it with the magician. Okay, thank you, magician. Alright. I knew I remembered that being, like, an instant problem solver at some point. Yeah. Yeah, this one is of the same disgustingness. Oh, I did the complicated part on accident. Thanks, magician, you solve all of my problems, just like magic. I love you, kitchen gun. Alright. So, oaks don't die, so that you can kind of keep whacking them forever. They do generate XP. There is an achievement for getting a level up from smacking these guys. Seems like, no, you're not supposed to be playing the game this way. DIWL even makes a comment about how, like, this is a terrible way to be gaining XP. Don't think this is how I'm supposed to get stronger. I had the rock. Nice. Okay, come on. Didn't appreciate getting free run. Take a save here. Okay, so we just gotta find where purple is, and I will go this way. Here. That's a warp. I'll do my cleanup after I get the purple switch. Give me the dirt bow already. Crimson mallet. That's a weird little clicky noise. Not very, like, rubber mallet noise. Kind of a weird clicky noise. What's it actually do? Melted and processed fossils. I mean, that's not inaccurate. Alright. I need to find the fun. There's a very funny sword you can find. It is a weapon that is in it's a weapon that is in Blade Chimera, but it is very disappointing comparatively to this game. It's a lot funner in this game than it was in Blade Chimera. So does that mean it's here? Yes. Health. That rat counts towards 100% completion, by the way. If you want all of the bestiary complete. Alright. Let's go left ways. Okay. The Behemoth, which is Dirt Bow. Alright, I have Dirt Bow, and I have Plant Bow, and I have Dark Bow. I forgot the Light Bow off Valkyrie, though. It's gonna be a little annoying, but... well. Okay. That's a boss fight. And upgrade. Timing on that. Alright, this boss can be a bit tricky. I don't remember what element Bowser doesn't like. I was wondering who it was. The other girl Princess mentioned. Catherine. I think we'd meet here. In search of your beloved, you continue to wander. Just as I continue to seek out battle. I feel like we're alike in a way. Fortunately, you are not the true Ashram. You are fake, created from Parn's blood. An imaginary knight. Fake. It's you who continue to seek the imaginary. If you insist that I am not real, then you shall prove the truth. And my sword shall prove the truth. Might notice he's got the same sword as our fun Fernando character out there. He does not like wood. Alright. This is going to be an improvement. No. Backpedal. Right. But wait, there's more. You. Your mouth. There's something... Oh, that exploded. True. This is supposed to be the proud Black Knight. Incomplete, so imperfect. Alright. Need two lights. And... light resists dark and water. Alright. Go back on. I forgot that did level down. It's the only thing in the game that does it. But yeah, that just reduces your use to 1. Very weak. Barf at me. Gotcha. That took me a few tries originally. Here it is. You're watching? Ashram. This was my wish. I'm sorry I wanted it, but I was so selfish. I went so far as to trample on your dignity as a knight. Ashram, I will love you for eternity. Seems like someone else made some mistakes. Alright. Parn, you're alive. Pete, you came for me. Alright, let's go. Go where? This way. Come on, let's go. Up of life. Special arrows that steal your enemy's health, making it yours. A little slower, slightly stronger. Anyway, we have the vampire bow. So, purple doors are open. Means I can go to the left. Actually, before I do that, go this way. Alright, I don't have a teal door, so I can't get into there. I'm gonna go this way because I'm missing a here. Not gonna amount to much, but just fill in the map, so. Good amount of something. Okay, third hot. We're 3 for 3. Good find, me. Alright, we need to go here. I think the hot spirit is in, or the full capacity for is in the first here. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, never mind. Beating for my ass. There we go. Now we have both of the Jinn summons. And then need to fall jump to get up to the thing over on the... Okay. Keep touching things here. Here. I think we needed a big jump to get over one section. Wrong direction here. Too far up. No, Wasn't here, I need a big jump for. We get 2 health back for... This isn't terrible. No, I needed up jump somewhere in here. I need a purple door here. Up jump lets you cut around in this area a lot easier. Oh god. There's a way to look back to the title screen. It might just be in game. Just go back to that save point. No. Nope. Instead of doing the backtrack, we can just rewind. It's a little faster that way. Oh, I remember how I captured this. Okay, we got there. The chakram. Faster, but only 1 point weaker. Which makes that an improvement. Right and up, because there's a spot over the... on, I dove through it. You don't need to ding me for that game. I was doing the thing right. Gildor. It's Dryad. I'm a Dryad. Yeah. Angling enemies with vines. It's not very good. It'll like reach out and bend around to meet enemies. Like, it can do good damage, but also an enemy can just very easily get itself off of that. So I tend not to rely on it. Okay, I thought you were gonna start doing something else. Alright. Because the save is right there. Plus, I might just knock it off here. There's not a lot of game left, if I'm honest. I managed to through most of it in one sitting, surprisingly. It took me like 7 hours to beat initially, and we're at 4, and I'm almost on one zone left. One zone left, and like, what, 1, 2... Yeah, two teal doors to get through. So, yeah. And we're just about at quitting time, so yeah, I think now's probably a good time to wrap up. And we can get through the last of it on Sunday and then something else. Yeah, we're 88% complete. Doing pretty good. Good lit. So, yeah, knock this off here. See you guys Sunday for more of this, and probably something else, if there's time. I presume so. Yeah, that's about it. So,